Good morning, everyone. Welcome to GBR Weekly as Brad Morris, Jason Burkeen sat here to talk about the big win last Friday night over Graves County. And Jay, I got to give you credit. A lot of people were saying, I don't know if we're going to win this, and I don't know if what's going to happen. And Jason said, no, man, running clock.
And it was, my goodness. Let's get
it. Was.
Go Big Red.
It was running clock. I said by at least 3 touchdowns, but I wasn't.
And you were right, too.
I was, but I wasn't quite as brave as Jay to go ahead and say, no, it's a running clock. So we did get a running clock, and we did. We soundly defeated Grace County in just about all phases of the game. Would you say that?
Yeah, definitely. Hats off to the Mayfield Cardinals, offensively, defensively, coaching staff. I mean, there's not enough positive things I could say about our guys, and it's just great to see us play the way Mayfield's supposed to play. Defensively sound, and offensively we did great things too.
I thought that did you think we came out a little slow?
Well, last year Graves County beat us. This year I think there might have been some jitters, battle the birds, and didn't want to be the first team to lose to Graves County twice. I mean, there was a lot of things. I took 2 bets against Mayfield fans that says Grace County is going to come out here and beat us. And, hey, I wish I'd have upped that instead of a 20-ounce Coke to a 2-liter Coke. But anyway, I don't gamble much. But anyway, so the thing is, I think there were some jitters. And but it was good to see the guys that were injured come back in and took care of business. Some of them had limited playing time, which rightfully so. This is not a district game. So if we lost or won, it didn't matter, as far as like where we were in the rankings down the road. But it was good to see Garen back on there, Gray, Ethan, and several other guys that was banged up. And like I said, hats off to the coaching staff, Mayfield, defensively, offensively. I mean, just all the way around, Mayfield played great.
I do think that our team kind of taking hold and really taking off Friday night coincided with Gray Robbins coming into the game.
Yeah.
Nothing against Malik Kirby. He's a great athlete. Okay, and we need him as a wide receiver. We are noticeably better when Gray Robbins is quarterback and Malik Kirby is a wide receiver.
And that's his position, you know what I'm saying? But as far as senior leadership, Malik said, hey, if we need me at quarterback, put me in at quarterback, and he did a fantastic job. I mean, utility knife of the football team, you know what I'm saying? And he took great strides, just to be that leader this year as a senior year, and he was a leader last year as a junior. But I'm just saying, I feel like all these guys are stepping up at the same time. Matt Hoover, I mean, we can just name everybody down the line. Yeah. I will say this right here, but to kick the night off, Dakari Strong, Dakari Saxton with the gold shirts. I mean, you even made the statement, it almost looked like a Murray game with all the gold and black. And, for that young man and everything that he's been through, and he came out and took the team out there, and then also did the coin toss. Yeah. And it was great to see that young man out there and just saying, hey, this is my team. Let's do this. I'm going to do this for the team. Hey, great job. And everyone that came out and supported that night with Sarah Cope with Modern Woodman Woodman Life, and it was just a fantastic night.
Crowded,
for football.
Man. It was so crowded. There were so many people at that game.
Yeah.
And so you sent me the
we got the stats. Thank you, Jay Jones. We got them that night.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you, buddy.
Great job. So, Brad, go ahead and run down these stats.
Okay. Mayfield gained 377 yards. Grace County gained 157 yards. 136 yards on the ground. Grace County had 104. We had passing Mayfield 241 yards. Grace County 53 yards. We did have some yards lost. Okay, so when you factor all that in, it ends up with Mayfield total offense 365 yards to Grace County's 118 yards. Mayfield had 20 first downs. Grace County had 10. Mayfield had no fumbles, no interceptions, and Grace County had 3 fumbles, and they didn't lose any of them. It says here, according to the stats. Penalties Mayfield had 10 penalties for 81 yards.
Yeah, and some of them were holding calls. Again, first game, and we'll just say that, hey, if we did them, let's clean it up. If they missaw it, I don't know. But anyway, so that's the thing we just need to work on a little bit.
Grace County had 3 penalties for 35 yards. Mayfield punted the ball 3 times for an average of 31.3 yards. Stone Cipher punted for Grace County, and he kind of struggled to get it going, but he got it going. He kind of planed out there, so they had 8 punts for an average of 23, little over 23 yards a punt. In receiving, I love to see this, Jason. I look down here, and this
I saw that too.
Number of athletes that caught a ball thrown from because I don't think Malik had any throws completed. I don't think. Do you remember, Malik?
It says on there. I think he did one.
Did he?
One completion.
I missed
7
that.
yards, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's on the.
Well,
same.
good job on that. But 9 different receivers caught pass. Malik Kirby caught most of them, six passes, and Josiah caught 3.
I love to see that little where he's in the backfield and kind of come out in the flats and catch that. Love that.
Will Morris caught 4 passes, did a great job. One time it was like 3 passes in a row, carried us all the way down the field.
Yep.
And so Diego had 1 pass for 4. That was a big, long, that first touchdown drive. He caught a 48-yard pass, and Cade Neely. Sorry. Carson Neely, Ashton Flint, Elijah Morris, Mac Hoover, Jalal Islam, all these guys caught passes.
Yeah.
And so my point is this. Grace County looked like they had committed themselves that they were not going to let Josiah England run all over them, and he didn't. He really didn't get any major, big runs on them. I mean, he carried the ball and he got some yardage.
70-something yards is what it says.
Yeah. But they tried their best to bottle him up, but they forgot about all the other weapons, and you can't just focus on Josiah.
Yeah. During the video, I was so excited. I mean, we were. Gray Robbins was picking the defense apart, and then we was opening it and sprinkling some runs to keep them honest. I mean, if you've seen our offense and you got Mac Hoover running the ball successfully, you got Josiah, 22 for Mayfield,
Reggie Dow.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you've got all these guys and all these weapons. Mayfield has the weapons, and offensive line did well as defensive line. But we're going to get better every week. And one of the coaches on the coaching staff told us Friday at breakfast. He said, "This team is very unselfish. They don't care who scores." Remember when he said that?
Right.
And that's just a testament to these guys growing up together from little all the way to big. A testament of Mayfield. Pride, tradition, excellence, and it's like we had no penalties with us running our mouth. That's a testament too, because last year I think we had 3 or 4 that game, Grace County game. But it was a great night for football. It was cool in the month of August. Usually our first game they have to set it back for a few minutes because it's too hot normally, and it was like so nice outside, and so can't say enough about Mayfield. We got the win 40-7.
Yeah.
And my score I picked was 49-7. And I was telling everybody on the broadcast, all I needed was a safety and another touchdown, and I would have hit Jinx's picks, but yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. And Mayfield got the win. And now this Friday at Christian County, I don't know what did Christian County do Friday. I have no idea.
They don't have much. Before we jump to Christian County, though, let's flip over to the defensive side just for a moment.
Okay.
Because I felt like they did not. Jace Houston was uncomfortable in that pocket. I'm
running for his life.
Well, our defense had a lot to do with that.
Oh, definitely. What are you talking about?
And they even completed a pass in their own end zone, and our defense swallowed that up and got a safety out of it.
Yeah, fantastic.
And, so I thought our defense looked really good against. And I know this may sound kind of odd, but I was impressed with Grace County. I mean, they had some athletes. They gave us some hits, boy. They did a couple of times. Our guys got up with train whistles in their ears, so they were hitting good. I feel like, and I hope.
Well, they didn't give up. I mean, I knew they wasn't going to give up no matter what the score was.
I hope they pull it all together and really, because I feel like they can win some games this year.
Well, they got some pretty big matchups. 5A's pretty strong. I mean, next week this week they got Paducah Tillman. Good luck, and then Murray, then Union County. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying they could. I'm for them now.
Yeah,
of course I wasn't for them Friday night. Yeah. But yeah. So Mayfield played a great game. Will Higginson is the defensive coordinator for Mayfield, a Mayfield alumni. One of the last lockdown corners, and then we got Malik this year. Yeah. But here's the thing about that. We were up big, but he's still coaching because he's instructing. And I pointed that out on the video live. I mean, when you see that, that's just pouring back into the kids, man. It means something. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. I appreciate that because it's like, and them kids are listening. And why how do we know that? Let's just watch the game. All our corners was mostly in the correct position. They're open to their hips. I wasn't that guy that knew all about cornerbacks, but guess what? Watching Will grow up and doing such a fantastic job. Then he had a stint coaching at Trinity, and now brought his brought everything to Mayfield. We appreciate that, and it's just like. That's what it is. Then we got Cade helping with the receivers. I mean, come on. I mean, it just goes on, and that's what we do as Mayfield alumni. Right. People of the M Club, we give back.
Brady Smith down there on the sideline.
And then we got Price, Coach Price. I mean, there's probably several more that are helping, and we just want to say thank you guys for giving back.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As far as Christian County goes, Jason, they've struggled to put a competitive team on the field. I'm really kind of puzzled by that.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have athletes for sure.
Yeah.
What they do with that, I have no idea.
Last time we played up there, if you'll remember, a couple of years ago, they were punting on fourth down, and when they were on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch.
I couldn't figure that out.
But I think they got a new coach now.
I mean, they were not punting. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
They went for it.
Yeah, they went. They never punted, no matter where they were on the field, and that didn't work out too well for them. So,
well, I think the game plan this week, the way I understand by talking to some players and some coaches, it's like business as usual, get better every week. And it's one of them things where we've seen people during the Mayfield Graves County game, they stepped up. Yeah. Last year they got limited playing time, but now they're starters, and it's like next man up mentality, and that's what Mayfield's all about. So this coming week, when we play Christian County, I think you're going to see some newer guys getting in there and getting their feel for it, and just playing some hopefully some really good minutes, and then the next week, we got a big matchup, but we won't talk about that. But just one game at a time. Get better play after play, week in, week out. Let's get better.
It's good to see Friday night. The guys that were the younger guys on the team now are stepping into the leadership roles, and we have new younger guys like Will Schultz and Overstreet, and stepping into those shoes. Yeah. So it's really good.
Yeah, you got Neely, Flint. I mean, them guys had great minutes. I mean, doing fantastic. It's just you see the names year in and I mean. 10 years ago, you seen, then you go back 20, 30 years, whatever, you see their dads and their granddad. I mean, this is the way Mayfield is, and we just keep producing and producing, and that's what it's all about.
This is what happens at Beechwood. It's what happens pretty much in Paducah Tillman for the most part. Yeah. Those maybe. Those schools.
Go Mayfield.
Okay, we'll leave that one alone.
Yeah. But anyway, but yes, over the course before the last 5 years, that's what you saw at certain programs that had the tradition like
the Anvil for years. It happened there.
But so it's everyone. It's going to be Christian County. Kickoff time is at 7:00, and we're going to be there live to show it and. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to this year. I think Mayfield putting every puzzle piece together, building off last season to this season. I think we're going to make a deep run in the playoffs. And, what is our goal? State. That's what it is.
Well, RPI is going to be everything, folks, because Owensboro Catholic got a signature win first week of the season
Bowling Green,
by beating 5A Bowling at Bowling Green. So they say Bowling Green might be a little down. They may have had some folks out.
But it was a good win,
But
though.
Anytime you beat Bowling Green at Bowling Green, that's
Right.
that's an incredible win. So it's going to be huge on their RPI. Of course, we beat a 5A team. That's going to help our RPI.
Yeah.
So
We
you
just want them to keep winning, though.
Yeah, you just don't want to be that team that has to travel every week.
Yeah.
And
In the playoffs.
Yes, in the playoffs. So it's important. So hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today with GBR Weekly.
Need your support this Friday.
Yeah,
come on down.
Travel. That's a great stadium. Champion Stadium in Hopkinsville is a great place to see a football game. If you're not able to go, Red Helmet Sports is going to be there to cover all the action. We'll see you there. Go Big Red.
Go Mayfield. Number 1.